It happened. I got called out by none other than Deion Sanders. Yes, me. I did. I know it was me. And let's talk about it. It's actually pretty funny after the bumper. Stay tuned. What is up, everybody? Ooh, I like that transition. Ooh, StreamYard stepping it up. What's going on, everybody? This is Jeff Lightsy. I'm here. Jeff Lightsy Jr. I'm here. And this is the Victory Formation Sports Show right here on Jeff Lightsy Jr. YouTube. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, like, share, and subscribe. And for all my members, you will be in the giveaway. I'm having a giveaway in December, giving away one of these cool hats put on by the sponsor of this video, 15freight.com. Go get your hat. Use the promo code HBCU Love, 15freight.com, 15freight.com. Now, I'm here today. Yes, I am here today to talk about how I, Jeff Lightsy Jr., got called out by none other than Deion Sanders himself. Yes, it was a video sent to me that was put out by the pregame show. Shout out to the pregame show. But it was sent to me on Twitter. And they said, yo, have you seen this? I was like, no, I hadn't seen it. I've been busy running around, hanging out with my dad, doing whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, let me take a look at it. And I watched the video, and it was of Deion Sanders. It was with his local presser that he does. Obviously on Wednesdays, he does the big one with all the media from across the country in the SWAC. And then on these days, he does it with the people right there in Jackson, Mississippi. He does this thing with Rob J. He hears from the people from the Clarion Ledger, the pregame show, all of them. They all talk to him right there in Jackson, Mississippi. And there was a question that was asked that was similar to the one I asked on Monday. And now, if you don't know, and I'm going to play all the clips, so that way you don't know that I'm capping. I'm just trying to fill you in if you don't know what's happening. So obviously, with all the rumors about Colorado, the big Colorado reports or whatever, someone asked him, Kendrick, a young man that goes by the name of Kendrick, who does work with HBCUsports.com. He asked him, he said, yo, like, are it true? And Prime confirmed it. He's like, yeah, Colorado offered me. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of schools have offered me. Like, it ain't nothing new. Like, it is what it is. And I followed up and I asked and said, hey, coach, like, how do you keep your team focused when all the noise about you potentially leaving is around? And he's like, yo, we don't focus on that. And he kind of hyped in on that. He's like, I've been prime. Well, he answered Kendrick's question by saying, I don't deal with the noise because I've been prime majority of my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, since I was 21 years old, I've been in the spotlight. I'm in my 50s now. And then I said, okay, you're prime, but your team's not. Like, how do you keep them focused? And then he's like, well, actually, I disagree with you. My team has been lit since I've been here. We've been winners. We've been lit. And they're not worried about that. That's y'all that's worried about that. And someone asked a similar question like that today. And he said, the young man asked that the other day. And we got right with him. No, he didn't say it like that. I'm joking, y'all. He didn't get right with me. But he answered and I thought it was hilarious. So now that I've given you the backstory, let's take a listen. First, I'm going to play you the SWAC presser. So when I ask the questions, you'll hear Andrew Roberts come on and say, next question goes to Jeff Lightsy. That's like, I'm not capping. I ask my question, he answers it, boom. And then I'm going to play you the question from today. So let's go ahead. Now that I set it up, now that you will understand what I am talking about. So this was from the SWAC presser. Let me go ahead and do it like this. Let's take a listen.
Thank you, my man. I'll get a few more questions. Yes, sir. Question goes to Jeff Lightsy.
Hey, Coach Prime, I understand, just going back on the question that you were asked earlier, you said you've been Prime for a long time, but your team and your program haven't always been Prime or Deion Sanders. I just want to know, how do you prevent all the rumors that are circulating around your name, prevent it from hurting your team going into this week or your program and recruiting and things like that? So just to give you what I'm talking about in my question, I should have emphasized it, but I was really, honestly, I'm really speaking about the team and about recruiting. And you guys know, I love, like, if you follow this channel, I love recruiting. And I know negative recruiting against Deion Sanders, against Jackson State. And someone hit me in the comments or in my inbox, was like, yo, I wish you would have delved deeper into recruiting. And I should have. And I apologize. I'll do that next time. But I was really like, yo, the recruiting aspect, because you got these 4 and 5 stars that are considering Jackson State. But if they hear rumors, not just the current team, but future players, if they're hearing rumors that the coach may or may not be there, then they might choose to go a different direction. So I really was focusing on the recruiting and the current team, but I didn't specify that. And that is on me. I should know better. I've been doing this a long time. I should know better, but listen to his answer.
Our team has been good since we've been here. We've been good. So I disagree with you with that. We've been good since we've been here. We focus, man. Like we're dialed in. We have some really good coaches and
Absolutely.
Guys that have been to the highest level.
You're right.
Of football. And we know how to focus our kids. We know how to make sure our kids are watching enough film. We know how to make sure our kids understand their alignment and assignments to another level. We know how to run a practice. At this point in practice, it don't involve a lot of contact. We want to keep them fresh and fast. We know the finer things to do because we've done them as a player, and we've been to those mountaintops and Super Bowl runs, and understanding how do you focus with everybody screaming about a Super Bowl, everybody screaming about a darn World Series. I think they got the right coach, don't you? You see how
you guys hear Neely in the background? I don't know if y'all heard that. It sound like Neely. I thought that was funny. Don't they got the right coach? Absolutely.
Pause then and let you kind of grasp that thing. I think they got the right coach.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Thank you.
Last question goes to Dr.
And so I didn't have a follow-up, right? Like you said, appreciate it, Coach. So let me kind of give you guys behind the curtain on, because there's an ad that's going to play on this, and I don't want you guys to hear that. But let me kind of give you a peek behind the curtain, because this is going to make sense. I didn't have a follow-up. As you heard, Andrew Roberts came on and said, last question goes to Dr. Cavill, because when Coach Prime gets on the thing, right? So how it works is, the SWAC allots 10 minutes to every coach. 10, just 10 to every single coach. And typically, it's 12 coaches. So they all get 10 minutes, equal time. Now, this week, it was just 2 because it was Coach Dooley, it's Coach Sanders, it's the SWAC championship game. And so, obviously, Coach Prime is the biggest star out of all the coaches. So some of the coaches don't even fill all the 10 minutes. And Prime, because he gives long-winded answers, he gives good answers, he tells the truth, and he gives long-winded answers, his time. First of all, everybody wants to ask him a question. Everybody, it's all on Zoom and everybody's hand goes up. And so by the time, and they're fast too, man, I'm slow on it. So I'm typically one of the last people to get to ask him questions. And at the end, to be courteous, because I know they're trying to get him off there because they're not trying to give him more time than to give everybody else, that you kind of just ask a question, don't ask a follow-up. As you heard Andrew Roberts say, last question goes to Dr. Cavill, because Dr. Cavill was going to be the last person to ask a question, because they're trying to wrap it up. They're not trying to be unfair to Coach Dooley, who may have only gotten 10 minutes, and not give Coach Prime 15 minutes or 20 minutes or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, he's trying to be fair. And so that's why at the end, they try to get you to like, hey, limit it. Don't ask so many questions. So that's kind of why I didn't have a follow-up. I was just like, okay, you answer my question. Boom. Thank you. And so this was, so I have to lay the groundwork so you can understand what you're about to watch. So this was Coach Prime today, and this is how I know, as you heard, I didn't ask a follow-up, and I asked him about the distractions. And so this was him today talking to the local media there in Jackson. Let's take a look. Let me play this. Hold on. Now, this was Coach Prime answering the reporter's question today. Shout out to the pregame show. This video is brought to us via the pregame show. Fair use. Let's take a listen.
How's the team handled the last 48 to 72 hours with the confirmation of you getting the offer from Colorado?
My team don't give a damn.
Now, if you didn't hear him, he said, how was the team handling the last 24 to 48 hours about the confirmation of you getting an offer from Colorado? Just in case you didn't hear it, I didn't know how loud it was playing. Let's take a listen to his answer. Very similar to what I asked, by the way. Well, not necessarily because he had just confirmed it, but mine was about the team. Let's continue.
Getting the offer from Colorado.
My team don't give a damn about that. Y'all care about that. My team care about what we tell them and how we work. Y'all act like these kids are crazy. Like these kids know darn well when you win this kind of stuff happen. Everyone wants a piece of you. Everyone's calling you this and calling you that. That's part of life. And I love that part of life for them and for the coaches. So
all of that sounds good. All of that sounds good. But keep listening. Let's keep listening.
They don't think like y'all think. You guys sensationalize some stuff and just want to get a story instead of asking me to write darn questions so I can give you the truth of the matter. Is I think that's what happened yesterday. The gentleman asked me a question. I told him the truth. He's so used to being lied to. When I told him the truth, he didn't understand the follow-up question, right? He didn't have a follow-up question for it. So you guys sensationalize everything instead of asking the right questions. There's some good questions still out there that you should ask, but I can't lead you down that street.
Yeah, the gentleman did ask. That's me. I'm the gentleman. I am the dude he is talking about. I make no bones about it. I am he. He is me. That was me he was talking about. He said, now the sensationalizing things, I don't know. I don't really refer to me. And I don't necessarily think he was being ill-hearted or ill-will. He's basically like, basically what he's telling me, what I heard to me. It's just me. I don't know how else y'all take it. Hit that thumbs up button, by the way. It's like, yo, Jeff, get your question game up, right? Like me being someone who takes pride in this, right? Like I love talking to you guys and I love bringing you guys, information. You guys come to me, y'all subscribe, y'all listen, y'all super chat, all of that stuff. And I appreciate it. And so like, I enjoy this. But what I heard when I heard him say that was, you asked a weak question. You need to ask a better question. Now, do I think my question was weak? No. But that's okay, though, because the man who's answering the question thought it could have been better and thought I should have had a follow-up. Now, I told you I didn't have a follow-up because we were at the end and I didn't want to be rude. I was being courteous. But you know what, Coach Prime? Point taken. Point taken. I will ask better questions. I will step my game up. Because I'm all about constructive criticism. I'm all about getting better. I'm all about like, hey, he's like, yo, y'all asking these like questions that's cool, like, but that's surface level. If you want to get deep, and even if you heard him at the end, he said, there's better questions out there that you can ask. I'm not gonna just openly tell you what to ask, but get a little deeper. Do better. And you know what? I am going to do better. I will be there in Jackson for the SWAC championship game. I got my credential stuff today. I'm good to go. I will be there. I'm actually going to be in Jackson on Friday. And if you want a link, there's my Instagram, there's my Twitter. You can tell me where to go, whatever. But I will be there. And after the game, coach, win, lose, or draw, I will come with better questions. But I did think that was interesting. I thought it was hilarious, by the way. Shout out to Coach Prime. Because whether my question was weak, and he didn't say it was weak. I'm saying it was weak because that's how I took it. I was like, yo, okay. You think my question wasn't tough enough, essentially. Because you got to think, like I'm someone, I take pride in this media stuff. I take pride in bringing you guys information or telling you what I see, what I know, what I've heard, whatever. And I've been doing this for a while, but I'm only 27, right? Been doing this for a while, but I'm only 27. Prime's been doing this for a long time, like longer than I've been alive. Right? Okay. You've been doing it for over 30 years. Cool. You got me, coach. But guess what? I take pride in what I do, and I am going to bring it. So I want to play that. I actually want to play that clip over again. And you guys tell me what you think he is saying. Leave in the comments, leave in the chat what y'all think he is saying in this clip. I just told you what I thought. Let's take a listen together again.
My team don't give a damn about that. Y'all care about that. My team care about what we tell them and how we work. Y'all act like these kids are crazy. Like these kids so darn well.
I have to disagree with Coach on that. To say that we think the kids are crazy, no, we just think they're human, right? Because think about this. If you're at Jackson State and you're a player at Jackson State, or if you're a recruit at Jackson State and you're hearing the coach might leave, don't you think you'd feel some kind of way about that? Now, here's the thing. Here's what we don't know. He may have already had a conversation with the kids and told them I ain't going nowhere. And maybe that's why he might be thinking we think the kids are crazy. But no, there's legit real rumors that he confirmed that he's been offered another job. And if you're at JSU and your coach is offered another job that's going to pay him more, that's going to give him more reason, that's going to give him all the things he wants from your school, they're going to offer. Now, granted, it's at a bad job, I think, and it's in a dying conference, but still, you probably have some concerns about that. So that's where we disagree right there. But he would know better than me. He's the coach of that team, and I'm just a guy from the outside watching. I'm just a spectator. But let's continue listening.
When you win, this kind of stuff happen. Everyone wants a piece of you. Everyone's calling you this and
Absolutely.
Calling you that. That's part of life.
And that is absolutely true. And that is a testament to the job he's done at Jackson State. Both his student athletes, the administration at JSU, the coaching staff. That's a testament to them. 22 wins in 2 years, and still with potentially 2 more games to go. That's homage, and that is respect to the great job that they've done since they've been at JSU.
Now, I love that part of life for them and for the coaches. So they don't think like y'all think. You guys sensationalize some stuff and just want to get a story instead of asking me to write darn questions so I can give you the truth of the matter.
And when he said asking the right darn questions, that is why I was like, oh, he's calling me out. Like that's the part where I say it's the call out, and that's challenge accepted, coach. Challenge accepted.
I think that's what happened yesterday. The gentleman asked me a question. I told him the truth. He's so used to being lied to. When I told him the truth, he didn't understand the follow-up question, right? He didn't have a follow-up question for it. So you guys sensationalize everything instead of asking the right questions. There's some good questions still out there that you should ask, but I can't reach down the street.
Now, here's the thing. I don't think to say that we're sensationalizing things. Well, to say I can't speak for nobody else, but to say that I damn sure ain't sensationalizing nothing. I'm just curious. Like, you know what I mean? Now, like I said, maybe we are making a bigger deal of the job rumors that are taking place. I mean, but it's not just me, it's ESPN. And that's why I know he's not just talking to me, but he did say the guy with no follow-up question. That was me. And that asked a similar question to that one. But he's like, ask better questions and you'll get better answers. Don't just harp on the same thing everybody else is harping on. Ask better questions. And I'll tip my hat to coach. That is what I got to say. Because now, win, lose, or draw, after the SWAC championship game, trust me, I'm already thinking about them. I'm already thinking about what I'm going to ask you, coach. So, Coach Bryant, I'm coming to Jackson. I'm asking some good questions. I'm going to get my question game up, man. But I did think that was funny. But I don't think people are sensationalizing. Let me not say I'm not thinking they're sensationalizing. It's just that people are genuinely curious. Like, we're all curious because we don't know what's happening. Well, let me just say I don't know because I can't speak for y'all because y'all be knowing more than me. I don't know what's happening in that locker room. I don't know what are happening in those coaches' meetings. I don't know, right? So these might be things that he's already addressed with his team. And it kind of sounds like he has. For the way how comfortable he is speaking about, like, yo, we don't worry about that. Meaning, I've given them some kind of affirmation that we're good to go. I've given them something to make them focus on the game itself and not nothing, all the noise that is taking place outside of the game. All we have to focus on, and you as a student athlete, is Southern. Anything other than Southern, you're not ready. You're not prepared for this game. And so that's kind of how I took it. And I also took it as he called me out and essentially was like, my question was weak, even though some of y'all like my question. And I like my question. I didn't think it was weak. But you know what? I'm going to step my game up. You know, coach, I got better today because of you, coach. Thank you. I'll take that. I'll take that. But it was funny. Shout out to you that sent it to me. You know who sent it to me. So I appreciate it. What do you guys think? Do y'all think my question was weak? Or do y'all think I got to come harder? Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget also to hit that thumbs up button. Once again, you're watching the Victory Formation Sports Show. You see it right here. Victory Formation up here, right there. Victory Formation Sports Show right here on JeffLightsyJr YouTube. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to sponsor this video is 15freight.com. Go and get your dope hat like this one right here over at 15freight.com. Hit that thumbs up button on your way out. Thank you guys for tuning in. And I will see you next time. Peace.